Our story begins in Justice League Darkseid War, when Batman transforms into the God of Knowledge after taking possession of the Mobius chair. With this artifact in his hands, he gains omniscience and begins to operate in Gotham in an almost divine manner, knowing about all crimes before they even happen. His presence on the streets of Gotham becomes almost ghostly. He sees everything, can predict every action, and solve any situation without leaving a trace. But one day, the bat signal lights up the Gotham sky, that old call that has become obsolete in the face of his new power. Batman arrives at the scene and finds Commissioner Gordon. "Why did you turn on the signal, Jim? It's a relic of the past. We don't need it anymore," he says coldly. There's a tense moment between the two. Gordon is worried about the way Batman is using the Mobius chair, questioning whether this preemptive justice is truly valid. Gordon knows it's changing Bruce, making him even more distant and arrogant, as if he had become the sole judge of morality. The commissioner asks if Gotham has actually improved or if this intervention in crimes that haven't even happened yet is, in a way, an abuse of power. But Batman, with an almost inhuman coldness, replies, "I see human nature, now and forever, in all its variables." This pragmatic, impersonal response deeply irritates Gordon. He feels like he's losing his ally, his friend, to the absolute coldness of infinite knowledge. But, as always, duty calls, and Batman, without further explanation, vanishes into the night, leaving the commissioner alone. Then, we see Batman in action, intercepting a group of criminals about to commit a robbery. Without any physical confrontation, he teleports them to Antarctica, leaving only cold instructions on how they could survive the freezing conditions with the few resources in their car. This new approach shows that he's no longer the vigilante we know. He has become an impartial and merciless entity. Batman's next target is a man named Mr. Phillips, an abusive husband planning to murder his own wife. Before he can even grab the knife, Batman is already there, waiting. Phillips has no chance to react. Batman teleports him to Themyscira, the island of the Amazons, revealing Phillips's intentions to the warriors. Leaving him at the mercy of the Amazons is a form of justice that's both cold and poetic. But then, something deeper catches Batman's attention. The man who shaped his life as a vigilante, the one truly responsible for his creation. Joe Chill, the murderer of his parents. Batman goes back in time, once again witnessing the fateful night in Crime Alley. He sees his childhood self kneeling beside his parents' bodies. Even with all the power of the Mobius chair, he cannot change this moment, and the helplessness brings back a deep and overwhelming pain. Desperate, Batman asks the chair to take him to Joe Chill in the present. He appears in Chill's cell in Gotham Penitentiary, illuminating the space with an almost divine light, but one filled with hatred and a thirst for vengeance. Batman approaches Chill, who can barely understand what's happening, and says coldly that he wanted to watch the man rot in his cell. Chill tries to scream for help, but Batman has created a barrier that blocks any sound from leaving. Desperate, Joe Chill tries to justify his crimes, mentioning that he killed important people in Gotham. Batman teleports him to Crime Alley, revealing that he is Bruce Wayne, the boy whose life Chill destroyed. Coldly, Batman confronts him, asking how many lives Chill has taken. The number he reveals, 40 victims, only fuels Bruce's fury. But Batman has something worse in store for him. Back in the cell, he begins to psychologically torture Chill, saying that with the powers of the chair, he could make every prisoner aware that Joe Chill was responsible for creating Batman. Chill, terrified, realizes that he'll be known not only as a murderer, but as the creator of the monster that haunts every criminal in Gotham. Finally, Batman looks him in the eye and says, "I'm not a monster, Joseph. I'm your boogeyman." Chill goes mad, screaming in desperation. And, at the last moment, Batman makes Chill forget everything that just happened, leaving him lost and alone, with no memory, in the dark cell of the penitentiary.